The pandemic we are going through at this point of time, coronavirus, has brought to focus the significant and critical role HR professionals have to play. Just like the health professionals who have been termed as warriors of the pandemic, corona warriors, the HR professionals, I have termed them as also more significant warriors of the pandemic. HR professionals not only have to look after the lives of people but also the livelihood of people. In the beginning, we focused quite a bit on the importance of keeping oneself healthy. Soon we realized that if there is nothing to eat and there is no employment and there is no work and the economy is down, then it is very important to make sure that economic activity goes on, people have enough to eat, people can have a healthy living and so on. That's where the HR function came under focus. Today, the perception across the world is that HR is a very, very critical profession. HR leaders are sometimes even far ahead of the CEOs of most companies, and they have more important responsibilities to perform. It is in this context we are revisiting HR audit and HRD scorecard 2500 and refocusing on the changing role of HR professionals. For example, we look at the most important HR systems that will help organizations in future to fight pandemics and face uncertainties in a VUCA world. So we will look at those HR systems, including competency mapping, including recruitment, including training and development, the kind of changes that are taking place where self-learning is becoming the focus. Hierarchies are going down. I think more than positions, it is the multiplicity of skills that are becoming important. So a lot of changes are likely to take place in HR systems. So our HRD scorecard dealing with about 12 different HR systems in the past will now be reoriented towards HR systems that are more appropriate for facing a new world where organizations may have to face many more crisis kind of situations and pandemics like the one which we have just faced. So similarly, HR strategies, which includes I think communication and a number of other strategies we talked of in the past, will need to be reoriented to to complete the 1000 points of the HRD scorecard. HR competencies need to be a lot more different. I think in the last 7-8 months we have seen the importance of empathy, the importance of gratitude, the importance of caring for people, the importance of multiple roles HR professionals will have to play and so on. So the 200 points we have assigned for HR people will be suitably modified to look at the new HR scorecard. Same way the role of CEOs, the importance of managing people as the CEOs of corporations and the role of unions and so on. So our competencies framework with 500 points will also be modified to incorporate the kind of challenges that we will be facing in future. The same way, HR culture, although I don't expect much change because the HR culture and organizational health we have talked of in the past is reasonably comprehensive to take care of everything, will also be suitably modified. And HR's impact will also focus on taking care of the lives of people, creating happiness at work, creating healthy and happy people, and also creating intellectual capital that is required for managing the future and so on. So we are launching this new program with the same old title, HRD Audit and HR Scorecard, HRD Scorecard 2500 points, but incorporating the new changed roles and so on. So I request those who are interested to look forward for the announcement of our program on HRD audit and HRD scorecard, which will be offered soon in the months of November and December 2020. All the best from TVRLS. Look forward to having you in our programs.